Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Late Nights with Brian, and I'm your host, Brian. Today I just want to talk about some different things, like I always do on this show. I don't know if you caught my video today, but let's just start out with that. Starting off with that video I did earlier today. Today we learned more about the Super Smash Bros. Invitational and everything. We learned about who's hosting it. Sadly, to our very badly, sadly, it's Jeff Keighley. You know, the guy who Doritos Pope, the Thirst. Freaking Jeff Keighley, creator of the VGAs, overall Doritos Pope. And he doesn't seem to like Nintendo, though. I don't get why Nintendo even hired him for this type of thing. But we'll wait and see how good his hosting abilities is. It's probably not even that good. I don't particularly like Jeff Keighley at all. To me, he's not a very good person at all. He's kind of a dick. If you watch, as I said before, if you watched Angry Joe's interview with Jeff Keighley, you could definitely see how much of a dick he can be. Also, but that's not what I made that video for. I made the video because the big announcement that was at the end of the video was the GameCube controller adapter was announced for the Wii U, and this is the big thing. We were wondering like all this time what are the control options for Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. We were wondering, is it just going to be the Wii U Pro controller? Or is it just going to be controlled using gamepad and Wii remote and nunchuck? But the only control option we know right now is it's going to be GameCube controller compatible, which is going to be completely awesome. Which it plugs into the front two USB ports of the Nintendo Wii U, and that's all we pretty much know right now. I could see like the very big potential of bringing of Nintendo announcing Virtual Console. GameCube Virtual Console games at E3 this year, and using the GameCube controller adapter as one of its big selling points in order to get the Virtual Console across. And I'm hoping that one of the first Virtual Console games, if they do announce the GameCube Virtual Console, is Super Smash Bros. Melee, because I think actually I got it right here. This was definitely one of the great fighters on the GameCube during that era. I mean, I've played so many hours of this. I mean, I've also played like a lot of hours of Brawl as well, and I really love the Smash Bros. Series a lot as well. Yeah, I've actually just started playing Super Smash Bros. On the Nintendo 64 on my Wii right now. I got the Virtual Console game version of it. It's definitely a trip. Going from playing Brawl and Melee to playing Super Smash Bros. 64, it's a whole different experience to me. I didn't expect it to be like somewhat clunky, but then again, I guess it was made to fit the Nintendo 64 controller, so that was like that. But when they had the GameCube controller for Melee and Brawl, they could easily work with that, and boy, did it work out pretty damn good. What else was I going to talk about today? Oh yeah. This is probably going to be an extremely short video. Definitely shorter than the 20-minute one I did. Let's see. YouTube commentator. I think it was AlphaOmegaSin. Posted out a video ranting about the Nintendo wanting their cut of the money for people who post Let's Plays and everything with that YouTube affiliation program, and pretty much his facts were wrong completely. I told him to fact check his stuff because he says it's going to affect people who do reviews and stuff and everything. It doesn't affect people who do reviews. Reviews, editorials, rant, or news reporting are protected under Section 107 of fair use, of copyright law actually. Section 107, which cites fair use in reviews, editorials, rants, or news reporting, but it does not protect against Let's Plays and stuff. And as I posted, he said I should fact check myself when he's the one who's making himself look like a complete retard right here. I posted, actually, AlphaOmegaSin, read fair use copyright. It states, Section 107 contains a list of various purposes for which the reproduction of a particular work may be considered fair, such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Section 107 also sets out 4 factors to be considering in determining whether or not particular use is fair. And and that does not, though this was written probably a long time ago, it should also be said that it doesn't cover Let's Plays. It doesn't cover people uploading an entirety, somebody's work in its entirety and just putting their own commentary on it. Pretty much this is comparing it to you can't post full movies on YouTube, but apparently people think you can if you post your own commentary over the video. That is not true. This is like why Riff Tracks sells their commentary separately from without the movie, because they can't do that because there's copyright laws in place saying they cannot sell the movie along with the commentary track. They have to sell the commentary track and hope people have their own copies of the movies to play it along with. This was just a bunch of shit in here and everything people were talking about. They think that they can make money off their own commentaries of Let's Plays and everything, but it's not. People are calling out Nintendo thinking they're going to be money grubbing whores and everything, trying to get money and stuff for because they think they're a failing company. I don't know if people actually really know this at all. It's not really a known fact, but Nintendo has enough money to pretty much last itself, for almost 30 years. Another 30 years from now. That shows how strong of a brand Nintendo is, and people are able to buy all that stuff. And yeah, people just think Nintendo is struggling for money, but they're not. Another thing, I'm gonna get off that subject because I don't even think AlphaOmegaSin is never gonna see this video because he's got his head so stuck far up his ass that he doesn't know what to do with it at all. He's living in this little fantasy world where he thinks Nintendo is trying to steal our monies and everything. I mean, he does rants and stuff, he does Let's Plays and everything, but like, what people really don't understand is there are some companies that are gonna let you do a full Let's Play without having the company take money from them. But there's companies that are they are protecting their intellectual property. There's people that probably they don't want people playing their games, or there's people that are going to give them a bad image because they think the game is broken, like Dark Side Phil. Him with his Metal Gear Solid games and everything, him playing MGS 1, 2, 3, Ground Zero. He's a terrible person at it. He doesn't even know how to play a fucking video game. He doesn't realize that Metal Gear Solid stuff is a stealth-based game. He misses like simple codec calls and everything that everybody notices, and it tells you where the fuck you're supposed to go. And he acts like the game doesn't tell him where you're supposed to go, which is completely untrue because it does tell you where the fuck to go. This is why people don't like Dark Side Phil. This is why people are hating on him and everything, and this is why we don't like him in the first place. How the hell did I go from Nintendo to Dark Side Phil? What the fuck, man? Oh yeah, I was talking about like there's some companies they just don't want them to play the game because they're gonna like say stupid things about it that's not completely true about the game. And I use Dark Side Phil as an example because he's a fucking idiot who doesn't know how to play video games. And I'm gonna move on from this topic and talk about yesterday I was sent a commercial by my friend for it was like a Mario Mercedes-Benz crossover commercial, and it showed Mario like an 8-bit sprite Mario jumping into a Mercedes-Benz and like running through the entirety of 1-1 on Super Mario Brothers in this Mercedes. Alright guys, sorry about that camera cut off. As I said in previous videos, it only records like 9 minutes and stuff. But as I was saying, Mario, there was this like Mario commercial, Mercedes-Benz commercial, Mario jumps into this Mercedes car in World 1-1, and then he drives all the way to the end. And at the end, it's like shows this like realistic guy, shows this real-looking Mario guy come out of the car and just look at you and just stares at you. And turns out this was actually a start of the promotion for Nintendo. It's a crossover downloadable content for Mario Kart 8, which is putting a Mercedes-Benz GLA inside the game. It's completely stylized to the game, to Mario Kart 8, and there's nothing wrong with it. And people are flipping their shit over this, which is freaking hilarious. They're like saying, "Oh, Nintendo is sold out. They're really strapped for cash now. And that's why Mercedes-Benz is putting their car in Mario Kart 8." I don't know if people already know this already. I'm assuming they don't because they're fucking complaining about product placement. But there's been product placement in games since the Nintendo Entertainment System days. I mean, when you look at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, some of the games, they had Pizza Hut in there. They had Pizza Hut pizzas. And when they released it on the Virtual Console, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games, they had to remove those references to Pizza Hut because they don't own the rights to the Pizza Hut thing anymore. Wave Race 64 had Kawasaki jet skis in it. Animal Crossing New Leaf has the 7-Eleven stuff, though in the United States it's called the 24-hour set, but in Japan it's the 7-Eleven set, and it still has the 7-Eleven logo, has a little model of the 7-Eleven shop, and every item in there, including the uniform, is branded 7-Eleven for Japan. And finally, Pikmin. Pikmin has a bunch of product placement in it, the Duracell batteries, the 7-Up bottle caps, and everything. And people complaining about product placement in games. I don't get that. I mean, look at Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid 3 had the calorie mate rations and everything. And Metal Gear Solid 4 had the iPod. Because Kojima wanted an iPod in there for whatever reason, and Apple agreed. Just the complaints about product placement in games are kind of pretty much null and void. Because, I mean, it's going to happen all the time. Team Fortress 2 has it too. We have the hats and stuff, promotions for games. I got BioShock Infinite hats and stuff in my game because I bought those, and I got some from the Season Pass DLC, which is pretty cool. But yeah, people complaining about product placement is just completely stupid, and I think this is going to be the end of the video right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, if you like this video, comment, favorite, subscribe, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, add me to your circles in Google+. Remember, subscribe, and bye.